What if I told you that there are places on Earth where history doesn't make sense? Lost cities that shouldn't exist. Structures so massive, scientists can't explain how they were built, and artifacts that feel like they belong to another world entirely. Today, we're diving into 5 incredible ancient mysteries you've probably never heard about, but once you do, you'll never look at history the same way again. Let's start with a city that may rewrite everything we know about our past. Beneath the Gulf of Kambat in India, about 120 feet underwater, lies the ruins of what many believe to be Dwarka, a legendary city mentioned in ancient texts as the home of the Hindu god Krishna. For centuries, Dwarka was thought to be just a myth, a spiritual story, until divers and sonar scans in the early 2000s revealed something astonishing: massive stone structures, roads, and what looks like the remains of a city grid, dating back as far as 9,000 years. To put that in perspective, that's thousands of years older than the pyramids of Egypt, older than Stonehenge, older than most known civilizations we've studied. So how is this possible? Mainstream archaeology struggles with this timeline. Our textbooks say that organized cities didn't appear until around 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. Yet here is evidence: roads, walls, artifacts, suggesting people built advanced settlements long before that. Some scientists argue the site might just be natural formations, but pottery, tools, and even possible human remains found nearby tell a different story. Others believe it's proof of an advanced civilization lost to rising sea levels after the last ice age, when glaciers melted and oceans swallowed entire coastlines. And then there's the wild theory. Some suggest Dwarka might even connect to the legendary tales of Atlantis, or that it was part of a now-lost global civilization that vanished without a trace. Whether you believe the myth, the science, or something in between, one thing is clear. If Dwarka is truly 9,000 years old, it forces us to question everything we thought we knew about humanity's past. But Dwarka is just the beginning. Because while a city lost beneath the sea might sound impossible, our next mystery is even stranger. A place where the earth itself seems to hold secrets from a time before humans were even supposed to be here. Deep in the jungles of Costa Rica, scattered across fields, riverbanks, and forests, lie over 300 giant stone spheres, some as small as a baseball, others as large as a car. They are almost perfectly round. Some weigh more than 15 tons. And here's the thing: no one knows who made them, how, or why. The spheres were first discovered in the 1930s, when workers were clearing land for banana plantations. At first, they thought the stones might contain gold, so they blew many of them apart with dynamite. But inside, nothing. Just solid, perfectly carved stone. Scientists later realized these spheres were crafted hundreds, maybe thousands of years ago, long before modern tools existed in the region. Yet their precision is extraordinary. Some are so round, they're accurate to within millimeters. How could ancient people shape something so perfect without metal tools, or even a written language? The theories? Some say they were used as status symbols for chiefs, a sign of power. Others believe they were aligned with stars, or used as navigation markers, a sort of prehistoric GPS. And, of course, there's the popular mystery angle. Could they be remnants of a forgotten global civilization, or even something extraterrestrial? Here's where it gets stranger. Many of these spheres were found in perfect lines or geometric patterns, as if deliberately placed to form some kind of code. And despite decades of study, no one has deciphered their true purpose. What's most fascinating is how silent these stones are. They don't tell us who built them, why they exist, or even exactly when they were made. They just sit there. And yet, their perfection feels almost impossible for the time period. But if perfect stone spheres in the middle of the jungle are hard to believe, wait until you see a mystery that stretches across an entire desert. So massive, it can only truly be seen from the sky. In the dry deserts of southern Peru, stretching for over 500 square kilometers, there lies one of the most mysterious landscapes on Earth, the Nazca Lines. These are not small carvings, they're massive geoglyphs, enormous drawings of animals, plants, and geometric shapes etched into the desert floor. Some are over 1,200 feet long, nearly the size of the Empire State Building laid flat. They depict monkeys, hummingbirds, spiders, whales, even what looks like a humanoid figure waving from the side of a hill. And here's the strange part. These designs are almost impossible to fully appreciate from the ground. They can only be truly seen from the sky. Yet the Nazca culture, who are believed to have made them between 500 BC and 500 AD, had no way to fly. So why build something so massive that only the gods, or someone in the sky, could see? Some researchers believe the lines were ritual pathways, places where priests would walk to honor deities, especially those connected to water and fertility in the desert. Others think they could be astronomical calendars, marking solstices and equinoxes. And, of course, there's the more sensational theory. Could the Nazca Lines have been messages to extraterrestrial visitors, or even landing markers for ancient sky gods? What makes this mystery even deeper is how well the lines have survived. Despite being thousands of years old, the desert's lack of rain and wind has kept them almost perfectly preserved. It's as if someone, or something, wanted us to discover them in the modern age. And to this day, new lines are still being found, hidden beneath the desert, only revealed with drones and satellite scans. Each one raises the same question: who were they really made for? But while the Nazca Lines might leave us staring up at the sky for answers, our next mystery points us back to the ground, to a place where stones weighing hundreds of tons were somehow moved and stacked, long before modern cranes even existed. In the ancient city of Baalbek, in modern-day Lebanon, lies one of the greatest engineering puzzles in history: the ruins of the Temple of Jupiter. What makes this site so unbelievable isn't the temple itself, it's the massive stones it sits on. At the base of the platform are several megaliths, stones so huge it's almost impossible to grasp their size. The largest of them, called the Stone of the Pregnant Woman, weighs an estimated 1,000 tons. That's the weight of about 250 elephants, carved, lifted, and moved into position over 2,000 years ago. Even today, with all our technology, moving such stones would be a massive challenge, requiring specialized cranes and equipment. So how did ancient builders, with nothing but ropes, wood, and manpower, manage to cut, transport, and place these giants? Some historians argue that the stones were never fully moved, that the site was abandoned mid-construction. But others believe they were intentionally placed as a foundation, possibly by a civilization far older than the Romans, who later built their structures on top of it. And then there's the more mysterious idea. Were these stones part of an even older megalithic culture, one with knowledge or tools we've lost? Some even speculate about advanced ancient technologies, or visitors not of this earth. What's certain is this: no written records explain how these stones were handled, and without cranes, wheels strong enough to carry them, or roads that could support their weight, the Baalbek megaliths remain one of the most baffling achievements of the ancient world. But if stones that weigh as much as skyscrapers aren't enough to challenge what we know about history, our final mystery takes us to a civilization that simply disappeared, leaving behind cities, writing, and technology, but no clear answer as to where its people went. Around 5,000 years ago, along the Indus River in what is now Pakistan and northwest India, thrived one of the world's most advanced ancient civilizations, the Indus Valley people. They built massive cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, with straight streets, drainage systems, and even what some call the world's first indoor plumbing. For their time, they were centuries ahead of most other cultures. And yet, around 1900 BC, this civilization simply vanished. Its cities were abandoned. Its people disappeared from the historical record, and no one knows why. Unlike Egypt or Mesopotamia, we can't even read their writing. Their script, found on seals and artifacts, remains undeciphered to this day. Without their words to guide us, historians are left guessing. Was it climate change, a massive drought, invaders, or something stranger, a sudden catastrophe we've yet to uncover? Adding to the mystery, some of their cities show signs of what researchers describe as sudden destruction, with layers of ash and strange patterns of debris. Some even theorize that ancient nuclear-like events, though highly controversial, could explain the sudden abandonment. While mainstream science leans toward drought and migration, the truth is, we still don't know. Today, the Indus Valley remains a silent riddle. Its cities stand as a reminder that even the greatest civilizations can disappear and take their secrets with them. So, what do all these mysteries tell us? From a city buried beneath the waves, to perfect stone spheres, giant desert drawings, impossibly massive stones, and a vanished civilization. One thing is clear: history is far stranger and far older than we often realize. Which of these mysteries fascinated you the most? Could there be answers we've yet to discover? Or are some secrets meant to stay hidden forever? If you enjoyed this journey through the past, don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. And tell us in the comments, which mystery do you think we should cover next?